my Sagittarius collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and crosswalkers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need? Shadow read for this full moon in Libra to new moon pretty much in Taurus. We'll talk about it. April 2023. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. They're just my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, almost 25 years in service at the time of this recording. We'll talk about it at the end of the video. There's changes being made. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There is a Kindle version of it available. There is, of course, a link in the description box. If you would like to click it, you could preview it, a chunk of it for free, and get a taste of some of the prayers, practices, and principles that have kept me in business for 25 years and long before I started drawing the circle. It's in chakra chapters, and there are chakras in this reading, so you might find it helpful. Click the link, check it out, and while you're down there, do check out my Patreon, patreon.com/drawingthecircle. As a mystical artist, a spiritual teacher, a professional tarot reader for a very long time. I started reading tarot when I was 12. I'm 54. Yeah, I know. I don't look at things. Mom's DNA and a little witchcraft along the way goes a long way. I just love Patreon. I get to do so much cool stuff over there. At the moment, we have 8 different levels of subscriber. Seeker, Human Hero, Angel, Witch, Immortal, Mystic, God, Goddess is one tier. They are the top tier. They get everything available that I'm putting out over there, all the benefits, but all of my subscribers, regardless of subscription level, get 2 benefits in particular. Number 1, they get the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s, and the part 2s are juggernauts. Sure, you can Vimeo on demand if you like, and I love it when people do, but my patrons don't have to. Whatever level you subscribe, you get all of them, past, present, and future. All of my extended readings are timeless and relationship-based, because, you know, they're juggernauts like relationships are. And by the way, I might have to pull over this reading. My cats just woke up from a nap, all 3 of them, so I will pull this reading over if I have to go play cat mama. It's okay. Right now they're alright, and hopefully they'll chill. And what else? Oh yeah, the daily check-ins. My patrons get me every single morning with an unlisted YouTube live stream, like, so they can chat with me, sitting on the couch, using the laptop, talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending. A little prayer, a little blessing, a little something, something to send us on our way. It's my favorite way to start the day, and we're building a lovely community. So if you want more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more malak, just want to dip a toe, click the link, check the menu, see what's on there, and come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. But you can call me Mal. Oh, love you so much, my Sabs. My Saggies. My oldest cat's name is Sebastian, S-A-B, and you're an S-A-G. I'll try not to confuse it again. I see you, Melchior. Yeah, I got a bunch of black cats, all 3 boys, just sort of circling. So let's get down to business. Gotta explain, gotta do the explanation before the divination. It's only kind to the new people, so if you are indeed new to my channel, watching you, eyes on both of you. If you're new to my channel, an 8-card draw is just 1 card from 8 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about anything in particular. But we are looking at a 2-week timeline, a waning moon timeline, the releasing, the letting go, the surrender, the forgiveness, the shadow work, or as I like to put it in the language of spiritual alchemy, alchemizing lead to gold. 3 atoms in between lead and gold on the periodic table. Those 3 atoms cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed, released, alchemized is the word I like using to move you to a more golden timeline, to a less leaded timeline, happier, healthier, wealthier, and wiser timeline. And let's look at this timeline since I've said it 18 times. Full moon in Libra, April 6th. Thursday, Libra, that's a lot of cool air energy there. Thursday ruled by Jupiter, so might be a good day for you. At 1, 2, 3, 4 a.m., right? Eastern time, 12:34 a.m., which to me is better than 11:11 in terms of everything is exactly where it's supposed to be in divine timing, the golden timeline. And yeah, when the moon rides at her peak, then ye hearts desire seek, and then get ready to let go and make room for it to not just manifest and come in, but to clear the slate for the new moon. And it's an eclipse on Thursday, 4/20. Do what you're going to do. Goes void, of course, though, the same moment that it goes new at 12:13 a.m. Eastern. I am in New York if I didn't mention it. We'll go into Taurus at 12:30 a.m., so much longer, but, you know, still kind of early in the morning. And the sun will then go into Taurus at 4:14 a.m., so I would wait till like 4:15 a.m. Eastern if you want to plant a seed at the exact astrological moment, but a lot of people don't care about that. But I am a Virgo, and timing can be everything. In between those two dates, as of note, on the 11th of April, Venus will be entering Gemini. That is your opposite sign, so just so that you're aware of that, and that could be very, very helpful, in fact, with shadow work. So it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs, because, your different planets might have a different take on some of this stuff. All of us have to do our shadow work. As we do it individually, we help heal the collective and the collective unconscious. So cross-watchers, here's an opportunity. You have the opportunity to get some clarity, guidance, and grace, some understanding, some sympathy, maybe even some empathy for the Sagittarian you are cross-watching for. Lovely. We all need that. We all need that right now on planet Earth. But if you apply this to your energy field, your chakras, whatever, there's affirmations, there's all sorts of stuff that's going to hit the table in these 8 cards, then you will be helping the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, all of them, all at once, because that's how unity consciousness works. Go figure. So both feet on the floor if you can, focus on your breath if you will, and I will do my best, after all of that explanation that I have to do the divination that I love to do and I was born to do, and it's actually one of the best things that I do. How's that for self-esteem? So enough explanation. Let's go to divination, and that happens in the still point. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. And here we go. Using the Caroline Mace archetype cards, I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading. Please, what is the dominant archetype in the 8th chakra for the Sagittarians and the cross-watchers, determining the shadow work, the soul power, to be alchemized from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, illusion to truth, fear to love, poverty to prosperity, hell to heaven, perdition to paradise, this full to new. We've got a little kitty watering circle going on over there. I see you. This is why I don't have literal children. I have cat fams, my boys. Oh, you queen, you, the queen archetype. Oh, yes, your majesty. No, your majesty. How low would you like me to go, your majesty? You can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. I have the queen lifelong. If you knew my mom, you'd get it. Ooh, boy. A feminine family archetype has nothing to do with biological gender whatsoever, and with all the drag queen stuff going on planet Earth right now, ooh, girl, let's spill some tea across the table. Written on the card is the shadow attribute and the light attribute. Think of it as the lead attribute and the gold attribute. We're all somewhere in the mix in that alchemically. So the shadow, what you don't want to look at, what you don't want to deal with, and if you are dealing, you don't want anybody to know, becomes arrogant when authority is challenged. I feel naked. Controlling and demanding. Demanding, you're demanding. Yeah, I'm demanding, you're demanding. Off with the heads, right? Show me a Disney queen. That wasn't like a shadow queen. Ooh, shadow queen, shade. The light you're shooting for radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. Well, ain't that just an episode of Drag Race waiting to happen? All right. So look, the rise of the divine feminine happens through all of us. It's not all about bodily gender, folks. But certainly the queen archetype is alive and well and alchemizing every day. The queen holds the law. It's a very ancient archetype. All right, so let's look at the next 4 chakras down with one card. The internal, the feminine energy. Got a feminine family archetype of the 9 different families there. And still some suspicious, shady stuff going on with the felines in the kitchen. I see you. I will pull this reading over. Go lay down. Oh, they're so sweet, though. Yeah, I am the queen of the castle here. Bet I am. Bunch of princes running around. Anyway, Daughters of the Moon Tarot, the internal. This is where the shadow work starts, because throat chakra minimum, you got the willpower, the choice, the decision to delay what can't be prevented. How many times you want to keep incarnating to do this? Please take a nice deep breath. We all have free will. Still point, which is very Sagittarian. As I call upon my goddesses of fire, the sign of Sagittarius, powers of the south, please, beloved goddesses of mutable fire, one card in clarity for the Sagittarius Collective and cross-watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading. What do they need to be aware of? Heart, throat, third eye, crown, internal, internal, creative intuition, to alchemize the queen, this full. Two new, two of blades, analysis is the key word. Two of swords, sort of going back and forth, back and forth. Twos always indicate a choice, but not always a major decision, right? Now, off with their heads is a choice that is a decision for somebody else, right? It depends. This is chew, right? If I was going to say throat chakra, if that was dominant here, you're chewing on it, but the third eye and the throat chakra have a very strong relationship, right? What you think and what you say and what you choose, obviously an overlap there. So just the choice to say, I'm going to try and see this differently. I don't have all the information. Let me, like two fencers, kind of look at things from both sides. Have you looked at love from both sides now? I heard Annie Lennox did an amazing version of the Mitchell song. I can't wait. My mom told me to watch it. I'm just not ready to cry my eyes out yet. Who doesn't love Joni Mitchell? Love her. So look, Queen in the 8th, Two of Swords on the outer. It looks like you got some choices to make, if not lifelong, life-changing decisions. So let's look at the lower three chakras, the masculine energy, the yang dynamic, relationships in the physical world, including your relationship to yourself in the solar plexus, who you want to be, your boundaries, your honor code, because a dishonorable queen, ooh, that could cause trouble. Please take a nice deep breath. And Sagittarians, you're known for being a little bit of a troublemaker here and there, but, you know, can be a lot of fun. Still point. As I call upon my gods of fire, sign of Sagittarius, powers of the south, please, beloved gods of mutable fire. One card in clarity for the Sagittarius Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Watching this video, receiving this reading, give them some clarity. What do they need to be aware of? Outside in, inside out, lower three chakra dynamic to alchemize the Queen in the 8th, with Two of Blades on the inner, this full to new. Knight of Pentacles, court cards in this position. Could be somebody, could literally be an actual person. Knight of Pentacles is the Virgo card for me, mutable earth, and a square to your mutable fire. Now, they do not have to necessarily be Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, but Knights are all the mutable signs. Sagittarius is the Knight of Wands. Here we have beehives in the background, something very slow and steady that wins the race. It's not that the Knight of Pentacles is stopped, it's walk. It's of the 4 speeds of horseback riding. There's walk, there's trot, there's canter, which Sagittarius does, and then there's gallop. It's Gemini, of course. You know, feeling that slow and steady wins the race here. Now, something is being built and something is being developed here. But mutable earth certainly speaks of change. So if this is you from the outside looking in, which is possible, this could be you reorganizing things. I am a Virgo. 6th house dynamic has to do, yes, with service, sure, we're the servants of the zodiac, but it's also about what we occupy ourselves with and how that affects our health and how our health affects what occupies us. In other words, occupation and health, but people immediately put occupation in like the work, career, vocation category, and sure, that may play a part here. This could be a work thing, a way to see that, but it also says that things are changing on the outside, and since it's an earth sign, I'm going to say it's changing kind of root chakra. I mean, unless there's money and sex, creativity involved, then it would be second chakra. But this could also be you from the outside looking in. Virgos, look at me. I got my legs and my arms crossed. We're pretty good with boundaries. Not like Capricorn. They're different. That's a different deal, and they're much tougher on it. Virgo, we're willing to shift. We're the element of sand, right? You do a lot of cool stuff with sand. But the analytical process, because it is ruled by Mercury, could be part of that as well. So, Queen in the 8th. Two of Blades on the inner is the card of analysis. It's literally what's written on the card in terms of a key word. And Virgos are known for their criticism and analysis, but criticism isn't always so negative, like critical math, critical thinking, critical care unit, right? These are about detail. So there is sort of a little bit of a double whammy there. But the relationship to air to earth really does merge in Virgo energy. Let's keep going. Remember I said about them 3 elements? Well, we're going to ask Lord Ganesh with the Whispers of Lord Ganesha by Angelo Hartfield. He is the Hindu elephant-headed god of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles, and I've been cultivating a relationship with him pretty much since I started the company, and I adore him, and he is wonderful. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, and worth every prayer, every second. Still point. As I call upon the beloved Lord Ganesh, please, great God of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles, please, one card in clarity for the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading. What is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power via your oracle message to help them alchemize the Queen in the 8th, 2 of Blades on the inner, Knight of Pentacles, Virgo on the outer, this full to new. Achievement. Nice. Definitely a forward moving, almost like 6 of Wands kind of vibe there, except he is sitting there with his 2 wives. Success and prosperity, City and Riddy, I think it is. I will check that in the book. I love this oracle deck, and what she has written here is really quite beautiful. Oh, this is a page and a pinch on the next one. So here we go. Achievement. Card number 42. You are surrounded by abundance and prosperity, luxury and quality, prestige and sophistication, value, and elegance. That's a lot. Many stories relate that Ganesha has 2 wives, Siddhi, S-I-D-D-H-I, which is success, and Riddhi, R-I-D-D-H-I, prosperity. The symbolism of these 2 women indicates that if you walk on the path set by Ganesh, success and prosperity are guaranteed to always be by your side. It may not always show up the way we want, but it always shows up in the way we need. However, the search for material success seldom brings with it achievement of spiritual goals. Absolutely, you can prostitute yourself left, right, and center. Lie, cheat, steal. It just never goes well, especially if you don't want to keep coming back. You want to step off the wheel of reincarnation. Ganesha wishes you to realize that by actively developing your spirituality and consciously working with the divine, you will experience positive flow-on effects in all areas of your existence. When you stay connected to your spiritual nature, you have a more serene mind, an accepting perception of yourself. This attitude will help your heart open to spiritual matters. A high level of self-mastery coupled with a high ethical practice will increase the likelihood of enjoying material success. I think that's what that Knight of Pentacles is talking about. Are you healthy in your occupations? Are you what you're occupied with? And look, we can get occupied with a whole sorts of lots of, right? No, we get to choose. We have the free will, and hence that 2 of Blades on the inner really does speak of not just third eye thought, mental power, but willpower, choices, decisions, spit and swallow, and or chewing. As more people discover the rewards of a more dynamic and fulfilling spiritual life, which, by the way, this is very 9th house, Sagittarius, spirituality and expansion, the success will become the norm in society and not the exception for a few eccentric individuals, which let's call it what it is, usually Sagittarians, Aquarians, and the occasional Virgo with a Leo rising. The more relationships among human beings develop into true kinship, the more humanity can achieve beyond the present limits of knowledge and material measures of success. Become part of a brotherhood governed by love, working toward building a happier, more loving, and productive global society. That's not but with the Queen archetype, that makes sense. You must have access to some kind of power to manifest this for yourself. Sure, start there, right? Get yourself into alignment, but your ability to achieve and benefit, right? Using your benevolent authority to protect others by integrating your spirituality in your work. That doesn't mean you have to quit your job, right? Might just mean take whatever comes home with you and work on it, right? And heal it. You know, petition magic, set some shit on fire. I don't know. Do what you gotta do in a healthy, healing way there to remove some obstacles. And let's get you a Matt Kahn healing mantra to help you remove those obstacles. You know, I'm gonna say the Ascended Masters of Spirituality and Spiritual Practice need to be called in on this one. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of Spirituality, but particularly Mastery, because that came up in the achievement card, right? The Mastery here. Some kind of integration of spirituality and work path, career path, vocation path, however this plays itself out. Please, beloved Ascended Masters, one card in clarity, the perfect healing mantra to help the Sagittarius Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Suns, and Cross Watchers watching this video and drawn to this reading. Alchemize the Queen in the 8th, 2 of Blades on the inner, Virgo, Knight of Pentacles on the outer, with achievement, success, and prosperity, this full to new. Celebrating simplicity. I am more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. This one helps me get my house cleaned every now and again when I remember to do it, right? Because certainly with all this, this might be a very, very simple choice, but simple need not always imply easy. So, celebrating simplicity. Let's read what Mr. Matt Kahn has to say. Where are you? Celebrating simplicity. I am more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. When there are fewer details to manage, oh, there's that Knight of Pentacles Virgo vibe there possibly. When there are fewer details to manage, you are able to receive more joy. The more commitments that pile up in your life, the less likely you are to find the time to take everything in. Once all moving parts have been arranged in a proper working balance, simplicity can be celebrated, and you glean the most benefit from your reality. And I think that's true particularly of house cleaning, you know, clutter here and there. I mean, I'm a Virgo, I'm Pisces moon, I will find what I need intuitively. I've got plenty of pendulums if I can't find the remote. And spirit guides to help. Look what I do for a living, right? But I know once I kind of do it, and I'm a Virgo, I can detail clean. Once I kind of like simplify it, it's just a cleaner canvas, and then, you know, it gets junked up again. I'm an artist, what do you want, right? This mantra is ideal for creating stronger boundaries. Helpful. Healing your inner people pleaser, which is a way of manipulating other people vibrationally because you're uncomfortable by how they feel, so you start pleasing them so that they change the way they feel so you feel better. That's what people pleasing is. It's not great. And finding moments of serenity. Like now! Serenity now! Look, the achievement. This could very easily be a work situation where you are in charge, but you may not feel like the dominant king energy there, but certainly the queen. Check what you're like when your authority is challenged. I think that is always a good sign. And I have worked for a lot of shadow queens in my time. That's why I'm self-employed. Let me just deal with the one shadow queen that I have to deal with. Although when they try and cross my drawbridge, it doesn't go well. Okay. You know, there's all sorts of stuff in that moat. I'm a Pisces moon. Speaking of moats and aminals, let's get the Divine Animals Oracle here. Everybody's got spirit animals and totems to help us with this stuff. And look, if this helps make for a more peaceful, loving, golden timeline for planet Earth, what, you think the animal kingdom doesn't want in on that? Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the spirit animals and totems for the Sagittarius Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers, watching this video drawn to this reading, who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them, offering the guidance, the grace, the wisdom, the power, the love, the support, maybe even the protection, as well as the oracle message here, so they can alchemize the Queen in the 8th, 2 of Blades on the inner, 9 of Pentacles on the outer, removing obstacles via achievement, and celebrating simplicity. This full to new. The dog. Companionship. I don't know if you've seen that Chihuahua and the lady who sings, beautiful singing voice, the dog just cuts her off. You can't have every verse. I just pee the couch laughing. That's why I have cats. What is that? Card number 41 or card number 11? That's a 41. That looks like an 11. And a beautiful card. Oh, we have an archer. Oh, you got to see this. Do you see the archer? Right there you are, Sagittarius. Can you see the bow and arrow? I don't know if you can see it like this, but it's there. I promise you. And the woo-woo. I was raised by a nursery school teacher. He's a woo-woo. As his companion. Aw, little hunting dog. We're way back in here. Oh, here we go. Let me read you the first part and the last part. Yoinks. Card number 41, dog. Keyword companionship. Be a firm and ethical friend. Seek loyalty and honesty in your friendships. Our friendships should be supportive, not competitive. There is a difference between solitude and loneliness. Oh, big time. That's the difference between gold and lead. Something hidden will be illuminated. I don't know what that's about. And we all have aspects of ourselves that we do not appreciate or like. Shadow work. Learn to change these things if they do not benefit us, or lovingly accept them. Shadow work, shadow work, shadow work. Let's look at the magic. Dog magic is loving and warm and protective. If you are feeling lonely or you wish to attract good, loyal friends, you can call upon dog energy to help. Right, Rorge? If you have been betrayed by someone or you feel mistrusted, call upon this energy to heal you. Well, you know, do you have friends at work? If this is a work situation, is there some weird shit going on in the office? Is this a family thing? Obviously, there are other people involved here, but companionship. Really, the difference between solitude and lonely is the difference between the word alone and all one, right? The missing L is love. I know it's cliche as fuck, but it's the truth, right? We are all one. There's only one of us incarnate on this planet. One eternal spirit. Oh, everybody's Bob Marley until shit gets tricky, right? Everybody's one love, one heart. But I live this stuff. So, look, I get a lot of material success and a lot of enjoyment of what comes in because I have surrendered my life to my path and to do what I came here to do in this life, so I don't have to keep coming back. Apparently, there are other places in this ever-expanding universe to go incarnate on. And some of them are paradise planets, and that sounds lovely after these past couple of years. So having some companions, maybe that's plural along the way here for you. But if you are Queen Bee, just be careful of that sting. You don't got to do that to your friends. Nor do they need to do it for you. But maybe there is a protective vibe here too. I don't know, I like this. I get the shadow aspect of this could be very complex, right? Simplicity, the mantra will help. And the newest member of the Joining the Circle Protections Divinatory Staff, the Magical Herb Oracle, written by Sherilyn Darcy, Cherilyn Darcey, and illustrated by Dear Dandy, Deerdandy. Always give credit where credit is due. Rockpool Publishing also does the Divine Animals Oracle, chock full of information in here, but not overwritten, not overwrought. That is my review, and I have dedicated this deck to my beloved Archangel Ariel, the Archangel of Lyons, of which I am named after. My parents had no idea, so let's just go with it. Please take a nice deep breath. The vegetable kingdom. Still point. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, Archangel of nature, animals, vegetables, and minerals, and the ecosystem itself, the Archangel of of Lyons, the Archangel of Wealth as well. Please, beloved Archangel of the North, one of the Archangels of the North, one card in clarity, Power of Earth, Vegetable Kingdom. What is your oracle message to help the Sagittarius Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading, helping them alchemize the Queen in the 8th, Two of Blades, analysis on the inner, Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, slow and steady wins in the race. On the outer, achievement is the way to remove the obstacles, celebrating simplicity, with companionship, in companionship, for companionship. What do you got for them, Ariel? Clear this up, clue tip hint, this full to new. Guidance, Sage. This one has been popping up quite a bit, considering it's brand new, and I know the cards are new, so I take my time shuffling them. I could look and see who else has got it, but I think we know Sage pretty well, regardless of the variety. There are probably 700 or more different varieties of Sage, genus and species and all that, oh my. So, guidance to clear the air, to get the guidance that you need. Now, the guidance in friendships, from friendships, in companionship, could very much be about your spiritual guidance here and the guidance you give as a Queen archetype. If I could just get to the right page, here we are, card number 24, Guidance, Sage, Oracle meaning. Valuable advice is being offered, but it may not be in an obvious way. I might have to hunt for it, Archer. Learn through observing more closely the examples of others, or exploring the foundations and the structure of what you are focused on. An authority figure is energetically connected with you and has a great deal of bearing on the present. While you might be dealing with somebody who has the Queen archetype, but the archetype is somewhere in your chemistry to help alchemize you. Be on the right side of the law and be very careful with contracts. And you might also find those in positions above you will have a great impact on your concerns. These should be favorable. You may be prompted to find a mentor, teacher, or counselor to help you move forward at this time. And I'm here to help. We'll talk about readings at the end. There's some changes being made to the company. Wow, so Sage, look, I'm sure you already have some in the house, right? But you can always, buzz down to Stop and Shop, go get some of that stuff you use for fish and fowl, and, just burn a little ashtray, do what you gotta do. Not hard to get a hold of is what I'm saying. So for the guidance, maybe to clear the air with this third eye thing going on here. And certainly integrating Sage into a spiritual practice isn't exactly brand new. Yeah. Okay. Last card down, the Blessed Bee from Lucy Cavendish, the gold hidden within the lead, or the hidden blessing, already in play. But, like Superman can't even see through lead. Oh, Kal-El. I know, Henry Cavill, I'm still in mourning over that. He's still alive, he's just not wearing the cape anymore, and I'm a little about it. But, it repels, it's an insulator, so you can't see the lead hidden in the gold. You can't see the hidden blessing until you do. So this is a little clue, a little tip, a little hint to help with the alchemy, a little light at the end of the tunnel. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the pantheons of all pantheons, please, a delegation from all traditions, lineages, and cultures for the Sagittarius Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, to indicate the hidden blessing, the gold within the lead. Should they just do their best to alchemize the Queen archetype in the 8th, Two of Blades on the inner, Knight of Pentacles on the outer, achievement, celebrating simplicity with companionship and guidance. What's the gold within the lead? Their hidden blessing. Light at the end of the tunnel. This. Full to new. A blessing of protection. I love this card. First of all, green and purple are pretty much my favorite colors, right? Lifelong Dionysus archetype. What are you going to do? What a cool outfit. I mean, the horns are a bit much, but We all have accessory choices. Loving this card. So some kind of protection here. Now think of the dog as your companion and your protector. And the word protection came up with that one as well. So let's go to card number 20. What is that? A 23 or a 25? Y'all, it's a 23. It looks like a 5. You see, all love them fancy number fonts. I don't know. She's definitely reading Miss Wardwell. Oh, and Madame Rouge. Here we go. We do these blessings for real. At the end of me reading this is the end of the reading. The last 2 words are blessed be, but hang around for the end. There's some changes to be made, and you never know what happens when I release a Zodiacal Collective from my energy field, particularly with Sagittarius. It's usually goofy as fuck. Please take a nice deep breath. Ah, Pantheons of the Pantheons, please transmit. Still point. Let's deliver. A blessing of protection. A blessing to shield and safeguard you against harsh circumstances, people, and weather. May the blessing of an ancient sword be yours, held high and shining, subduing all who may through intent or simple destructive force do you harm. May a great shield be held above you, so that when arrows rain down on you, they may glance off, leaving you untouched, unharmed, but with the great, glad, fierce of the joy of life given again to you. May the protection of the land beneath you be yours, so your feet are firm on the good earth, and all good food rises and finds its way to your table again and again. Sounds like achievement, success, and prosperity here. May your home, your creatures, your children, and all who dwell within your walls be sheltered and encircled with a ring of bright flame by the goddess, and let nothing that could harm you pass. And if you leave your home, let the path you walk be starred with blessings, so that each touch of the earth upon your feet is gentle and safe and certain. May the rowan tree grow strong above you, and beneath her branches may there be protection. And with those gentle leaves come the blessings of kindness, tolerance, acceptance, and the embrace of nature and her medicine within you. May the cloak of the goddess be about you, keeping you warm and safe, shielded and sheltered, hidden from those who would do you harm, comforted and encouraged to keep going. For beneath her shield, with her sword held high, within that circle of blue flame, and with her blessing upon your path, you are protected and blessed. And from this you must know how precious and beloved you are to her. Blessed be. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So mote it be, and so it is. I think a little bit of my queen came out in that blessing. Oh, I do love protecting those I love. I'm really fucking good at it. And if you liked it, hit the thumbs up. Help the other Sagittarians find it. Subscribe if you want more. Hit the notification bell. Comment. Because what that does is it changes the algorithm so that other people can find the reading. Since I am no longer monetized on YouTube, it's fine. That's all it needs to do. Because I'm over on Patreon where we don't have algorithms or logarithms. I don't know what the difference is, nor do I care. No, you subscribe to one of my levels of subscription, you get everything that's on that level from the moment I started that level, over a year and a half for most of them, to the present moment and beyond. The extended readings. You get me in a daily check-in, one of my favorite things to do, and they're talking about adding a free subscription button. We'll see what I add at that point, but I think it's going to be the daily check-ins. We'll see. So come Patreon on Patreon, because 25 years in service, past 25 years, I've been charging $100 an hour for spiritual counselings and readings. If I went over the hour, that was on me. If they wanted to tip me, that was on them. That's going to change. I'm thinking of a little bit of a build-a-bear system. Build a reading with Mal, spiritual counseling, build a session with Mal, put together some components, each one having a price, right? And whether it's in person, we can Zoom it. There's a link in the description description box already that will be remade called Booking a Reading with Mal. It explains the whole process of how to get in touch with me, even how to prepare and how to chill out after. But it will be remade because my prices are going to change. It is time, 25 years. I am worth it, and I am not stopping this anytime soon. So click the link if you want to book me. I'll be glad to book you. And if you book it before May 1st, even if the reading or the service is after May 1st, I will honor the $100. That's why I'm saying it. But most importantly, my Sagittarians, I love you. You are joyful, expansive spiritual beings, and you incarnated to do this, considering the protection that you have available for yourself and others here. Hang in there. Do the work. Reach out if you need help. Your companions are here for you. But, you know, your achievement is on the table. Go for it. I love you. Hang in there. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.